Hello, Leo. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is your energy update for the week of the 10th of May 2021. I hope you're doing well. Leo, I've got a live show live here on YouTube pretty much every day apart from Sundays. It's called Psychic Cafe, and I'd love to see you in there. If you've got a burning question for your higher self, I do mini reads in there, so you can come along by donation. You'll get those answers for your questions or guidance from your higher self, all about it. I also do private readings from my website as well. I do them within 24 hours, so the availability on my website is just for the next 24 hours, meaning if it's all sold out, check back the next day, a few days later, and you'll find something opening up. A lot of change this week for you, Leo. You've got bringers of change here. Something is happening. Something's shifting, something's changing for you this week. Could be that you've been waiting for something to change for a while, and you're getting to see some movement, moving forward on that now. It's been a lot of stagnant energies. Have you noticed that, Leo? Things not moving forward, Not a lot happening. Well, that's about to change for you this week. You've got a paradox here as well. So it might not be all black and white. There might be a lot of grey areas about this change that's coming for you. Let's find out more about it for you, Leo. Okay. Now, Leo, as always, your life is about you learning and growing. Your life is about you and your growth as a spiritual being. And so often as humans, we think, I just want to get this relationship or this job. I just want to be successful in this area. And we'll make it about those external things. But our higher selves never make it about those external things. So I think that's where that paradox comes in, is that you're thinking that you want this thing, this change for that thing, but your higher self knows that it's about your learning and growth. So you might think that you want complete success and no problems, but you're going to get a paradox from it, because that's what gives us the most growth. And pretty much everything is 50% challenge and 50% gift. We get that growth from the challenges, but we like to see the gifts along the way as well. Nine of Swords, anxiety, sleepless nights, a nightmare situation. Now, I think this is just the way that you're looking at it. Because as I said, we can either live in reality, or we can be in this fantasy land that we could have a utopia and that we could choose someone or something that's just going to be perfect. But we know ourselves, we're human beings, and we'll always choose the drama. We keep on choosing the drama. We don't choose perfect. And if we did choose perfect, it would be boring and we'd give it up and we'd move on from it. So it might just be the way that you're looking at it. You might need to be more honest with yourself about reality and how things really are this week, Leo. Because you could be seeing something as a nightmare when it really isn't. Oh, look at you. You got the Four of Wands, which is a party. It's a celebration. It's also the card of marriage as well. So this could be something about a commitment. You could be getting an offer, a change from someone you want to be in a committed relationship with, but there's a paradox there. It's not all black and white. It's not exactly as you want it. The Fool. But are you going to step into the unknown or not? Are you going to take that risk? I would just warn against holding out for perfection, because perfection, it doesn't exist. I think this week is about you changing your mind, Leo. About yourself and about your learning and about what life is about and about relationships, maybe, whatever it is that's showing up this week, that's changing in your life this week. It might be about kind of waking up to how life really is, how reality really is, and just because I got that utopia vision really strongly, and it's not even possible. We don't want it to be possible. We'd learn nothing in that. That's why this planet has got a complete range. If you've got a particular dysfunction or out of balance thing, some area of your life is out of balance, you're creating the opposite of that to learn from it. This is a school. This planet is a school. And we wouldn't be able to learn anything if it was perfect. So, Nine of Swords, Queen of Materials. This is about success. This is about material success. So, you might be thinking, Leo, that you're waiting for this material success. You're like, when is it going to be my turn to have perfection, in my life to have this success that has no worries about it. You might be looking at other people thinking, well, they're successful, they've got money, they can't have any worries. But everyone has worries. New level, new devil. Doesn't matter how far you get, how successful you get, there's another thing to contend with. With human beings, everything is always 50% challenge, 50% gift. So I do think this week you might be waking up to the fact that you're causing yourself a nightmare by the way that you're looking at things, thinking that perfection is even an option, because it isn't. Let's find out more about that. Why the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Materials? So the Queen of Materials, she in this card here, she's this one down here, and she's made this massive poster of herself in her success or impending success. She's looking toward positivity to perfection of all working out. But then when she gets to the success, she's going to find out there's new stresses, there's new challenges. It's always the way. It's especially the way they get bigger. Your challenges get bigger the more success you've had. Talking about business success, which this one is about. So you might be reaching a new level and then be very disappointed that there's new challenges and the bigger challenges now, because that's life. And yeah, it seems like a wake-up call for you, Leo, this week, but that's life. So why fight against it? Why believe that anyone else has any different? Because they don't. Letting go. You need to let go of some kind of a nightmare that you've got. It's the way that you're looking at it. Let go of that belief, and then you can like ride with it. If you're expecting there to be challenges and welcoming those challenges because you like learning, then life isn't going to be a nightmare for you. But if you're believing in some kind of a utopia and that everyone should be perfect and they shouldn't trigger you in the slightest or challenge you in the slightest, you're going to have a hard life with that kind of perspective. So I'm telling you about extremes there. Now you could have this going on just a little bit, like a little bit of angst with this change and you're not sure what's behind that. I'm not saying that you're completely clueless and, expecting utopia, but I'm telling you the extremes so that you recognize it. Recognize this feeling as slight as it could be. Four of Wands. Why have we got the Four of Wands here? So Leo, you want to get married, do you? Oh, well, it could be about that. You could be thinking, I thought they were perfect. I was going to get married to them. Then they turn out not perfect. They turn out to be a human being. How dare they be a human being? Four of Wands. That's if this is about the same thing. It might not be. Well, I've got the Four of Wands here. Fool again. Oh, wow. Two Fool cards. It's risky. You're going to have to take a risk on it. Yes, it's going to be challenges. Yes, it's not set in stone. You don't know how it's going to go, but are you willing to take a risk? This very well could be about a relationship, this part. They might appear perfect at first, but they're not, because they're human. Emotional release. I just had that feeling that I'd hold in my breath. You know when you're holding your breath, like you're wishing something so much, you're holding your breath, you don't want... when you're wishing for the positive and you're holding your breath and because you don't want it to turn out badly, it's that kind of a feeling I just got then, like I'd been holding my breath, trying to hold the energy of something so it'll just be good. You could be waiting for someone, or someone could be coming in. This change could be about in a relationship, someone that you thought that you were going to get married to, or someone you think you might be able to get married to. But then you're realizing that it's going to be real. And are you willing to accept this person as a real person with the challenges and the gifts that they've got? You're a challenge and a gift as well, Leo, There's an emotional release involved with this, though. You might be releasing someone. You might decide not to take that chance. Why have we got the Fool out? Why the Fool? Two Fools. Wow, this is powerful. A new adventure. Are you willing to take that new adventure? Or are you going to take it and then as soon as they show you a challenge, leave them? Decide not to continue forward with it. The High Priestess is out with that. So it's something that you have been expecting, something that you have felt is on its way, something you've been feeling is coming. You've been feeling this change coming about. But I don't think you've been realizing that it requires something from you. It requires a challenge to you. It requires you to grow. It's requiring more from you, even if it's like just this willingness to take a risk, to jump into the unknown now. This change could be very big for you, Leo, this week. It's about creativity. So it's about your work, this. A change in your work requiring you to take a risk. You've got risks in relationships, you've got risk in work, but you've got a lot of change going on. And I think as long as you change your mind and stop believing in this ideal world and everything being able, even possible to be all positive, then you'll fare this week well. Creativity there. It feels like a big test. It's not a test, like the universe doesn't give us tests, but I feel like this week could be testing because it's asking you to step into the unknown, be brave and step into the unknown with like a balanced head on your shoulders. And are you ready? Are you ready to learn more? Are you ready to learn more is what this is saying. What about relationships? You've got codependency here. Codependency is when you are willing to take care of someone else that's not taking care of themselves. It's when you're willing to enable someone to do things for them so they don't have to do them for themselves. So it's someone taking care of an addict or someone taking care of someone that's not empowered. It's a kind of a needing to be needed kind of an energy. Gaining some kind of security or worth through doing something for someone else in a relationship. Codependency. Not good for either. Codependencies tend to attract people like takers, narcissists, those that don't want to take responsibility for themselves. Often the codependent doesn't see their part in it. They don't see that their willingness to do this actually creates the need for the narcissist in the first place. The narcissist and the codependent tend to have the same wounding, but they're playing it out in different ways. The wounding doesn't make you feel good enough, and so you try and prove your worth by doing things for other people. The narcissist doesn't feel good enough, and so they pretend that they're good enough and they try and dictate over other people. It's the same wound, it's two extremes of behavior, and that's why they get attracted to each other. Opposites attract until you're self-loving, and then the same attract each other. If you think about it, when you're growing up, when you first start out in love, it could be that you're attracted to people from a different culture, people from a different race, people that you've got to learn something from. You're actually attracted to them because they're different than you, and you're seeing, because you don't really love yourself that much, you're thinking, oh, that's lovable, that different thing in them. So you could be like very logical, and then you're really loving an artist. Now, you go through life and you learn to love yourself even more and more, then you're more likely to choose someone that's just like you. You're likely to choose a match. So this codependency is showing you that you're not loving yourself because you're choosing the opposite. If you're a codependent, you'll be choosing the addict, you'll be choosing the narcissist, you'll be choosing someone that's got the same wound but is playing it out in the opposite way. That shows a lack of self-love. Start loving yourself, you'll choose someone like you. Trusting, huh? So let's find out more for you, Leo. Prosperity lies ahead. You've got good things coming. There's a lot of lessons at the moment, and you have to accept that life is about lessons, getting to know yourself. Know thyself, Leo. You'll be able to achieve a lot more in life as a result. You've got action to take this week in relationships. You have the courage to express the unique loving colours of your soul. So being yourself, not backing down to other people's demands of you, taking a risk, taking a lot of risks, changing your mind about what life is really about. Forgiveness. Often the codependent thinks that the narcissist is to blame. They don't see their part in it at all. They think they're just being unlucky, and they meet those bad people not realizing that they've got an equal part in it. And so it could be with the codependency that you need some forgiveness there for what you've been through. Forgiveness for yourself as well for not realizing it. But learn from it now, Leo. What else for Leo this week? What else is going on for Leo this week? They were very fast out. You've got a cat, a two-faced friend, someone talking about you behind your back. It's someone that's got equally warped thinking, is what it is. So if you think that the world can be a utopia and things can be perfect, someone else that thinks that that same thing can be talking about behind your back when they notice that your life isn't perfect. And they might be saying, oh, look at Leo, they're not perfect. There's something wrong with them. That it's that kind of a person. It's someone that's matching you though. I'm not saying that you're two-faced, a two-faced friend, but I'm saying that they're two-faced because they're judging the very thing in about themselves in you when they see it. They've got that same polarized idea that's causing you that nightmare. So notice that. If you've got a two-faced friend, just realize, oh, they're just doing the same thing as me, but it's playing out in a different way. There's a lot of the same kind of a theme going on here. You've got wounding and you've got people around you that are the same wounding, but they're playing it out in the opposite way. You've got teardrops, great personal sorrow. It might break your heart. Emotional release, letting go. It might break your heart how people are behaving. It might break your heart when you realize how you've been behaving too. If you can see yourself clearly this week, Leo. You got a four-leaf clover. Great and good fortune is coming from this, though. It's lucky that you're learning this now because you don't want to play this out for the rest of your life. You don't want to be in those imbalanced, unloving relationships for the rest of your life. Dagger, fear, worries, tense situations. Oh no, you're going through it. So this new journey, it might be that you have to turn your back on people and on ideas this week when you suddenly realize that it's not for you. When you suddenly realize, oh, I need to love myself now. I need to fix myself. I need to heal myself. I need to work on this wound that I've got that's causing these patterns, and I'm doing it. It's a week of taking responsibility for yourself. The vessel, you're pregnant with something though. You're pregnant with change. So you've been asking for these changes in your life. And now your higher self, the universe, is saying, you need to fix this. You need to heal this first. You need to love yourself because this isn't self-loving. You need to take action on that and forgive yourself, forgive them, and then deal with it. So Storm, that's the Tower card in the tarot. It's the same energy. So things fall apart this week for you, Leo, so that you can learn. That's what life's all about. It's not a bad thing at all. And when you get through this lesson, when you heal yourself and you've got that self-love, life is going to be magnificent. You'll see. You'll still have challenges, but you'll embrace them. You've got the maiden here, so you're in a youthful kind of an energy. Be in that. It's okay not to know. We're not meant to like incarnate here and be perfect and know everything. We're here to learn. It's okay not to know. It's okay to be in that, I don't know, kind of an energy, but I'm willing to learn. Big week for you, Leo. Could be kind of confronting. You might have thought that you were more ahead than you were. You might have thought that you were ready for this relationship, that you were ready for this new job or whatever it is. Step up in your business. You're ready for this success, and then you find out you're not even close to it, but you kind of are close to it because you don't get lessons like this unless you're close to it. Don't lose hope, Leo, but keep on going. Do that inner work, keep on going, especially focus on self-love and break free of those people. The mirrors, yeah, it's nice that they've shown you, but you heal yourself now, focus on yourself. You can't do a thing about them. They might learn from you if you take the lead and do it for yourself, but don't try and drag them along with you and don't try and teach them about it too. Don't try and change them. Just sort this out within yourself, and then you'll attract a different kind of person completely in your love life and in work and everything. In everything. There you go. Wow, Leo, it's a big week for you. Check your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign as well for more information of what's going on for you this week. But thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please click the like and click that notification bell along with the subscription button. I do 2 pick a card reads a week. I do these energy updates for the week for each star sign. I do a general energy update each day for the collective, and I've got my live show as well, Psychic Cafe. I'd love to see you in there. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support of my channel. Would love to have you as part of this community, and have a great week. I'll see you next time. Bye.